Hi my loves, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's tutorial I'll be teaching you guys how to make this simple, super easy 1 day's job crochet bralette. I'll also be teaching you how I achieved this pretty scallop edging at the bottom and how to make your straps this thick and beautiful. Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Get up on the floor, dancing all night long. Get up on the floor, dancing to the break of dawn. Get up on the floor, dancing to the break of... Hi my loves, welcome back to another tutorial. In today's tutorial, we'll be transforming these two bra cups into a very cute crochet bralette with scallop edging. Materials we need for this tutorial is yarn. I'm using this lightweight yarn that is common in my region. It's called yeye, and I'm using 2 strands at once to make it a bit thicker. I also would be using a 3.0mm hook, but I indulge you to use any hook size that is complementary to the yarn you are using. We would also be needing stitch markers to indicate our stitches. We would need a pair of scissors to cut tails, and we would need measuring tape to make our top the accurate fit. If you have all your materials ready, let's jump right in. If you're wondering how I got the cups, I already made them, and not to worry, I made a tutorial on how I made them. I would link it here, and it would also be linked in the description box. So go watch that first, make your own cups your perfect size, and then come back here for us to continue. I'll continue by joining these cups together. To join the cups, I would make sure both right sides are facing me and the left sides are facing inside, and I would just take the strand that is left of this first cup I made, where I cut off the yarn, and I would insert it through the last stitch of the second cup, through this stitch, and just pull up a loop, pull through, go in again and pull through just to extra secure it. Then I'll pull this through, and when I turn it, you could see I firmly joined both cups together. You could stretch this as much as you want to, it would not snap. After joining both cups together, what I would do now is make some chains, because this ends at the point of your side boob. What would account for the back is the panel that would make here, but it would extend to the back. So I would make some chain. The amount of chains you make depends on how wide or the amount of coverage you want for the back. I don't want so much coverage. I still want my lace to have space to be able to lace up. So I would just make about 3 inches worth of chains. After making the chains, 3 inches worth of chains. So on the end where I have not cut off my yarn, I would just continue, and if you've cut off your yarn, not to worry, you could always attach it like you would any project. So I would just make chains. I've made one already that would be long enough to give 3 inches. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Let me check this with my tape to make sure it's long enough. You stretch this, you see it gives 3 inches, a bit more even, so that's perfect. After chaining 14, you would chain 2 extra to turn. So 1, 2, and then we'll go into the third chain from the hook, because these two extra are just turning chains. So you go into the third chain from the hook with a double crochet, and then you want to mark this first stitch so you know this was our beginning point. After marking it, you make a double crochet in every chain till you get to the body, and you're supposed to have 14 double crochet, or the amount of chains you made at the beginning. So to know the amount of chains you would even chain, you're supposed to take your back measurement and divide it by 2. That's for both sides, because some will be here and some will be here. And also subtract 2 from both sides. So let's say your back measurement, for example, was 10 inches. You want to divide 10 inches by 2, that is 5, and you want to remove 2 from 5, that's 3 inches here, 3 inches here. We remove 2 from both sides to account for the covering of the back, because it's going to be a lace back. I hope that makes sense. If you don't understand, please leave a comment in the comment section below and I would do well to answer. For now, I am just making double crochet till I get back to where the cup stops. I've made my 14 double crochets and I'm back at the cup. To work on the cup now, I would keep making double crochets. I would make 2 double crochet in each row. So this is 1 row. I'll make 1 double crochet in the stitch and the second double crochet on the body. So that's 2 double crochet per row. On rows that end with chain 3, I will make 1 double crochet at the top of the chain 3 and 1 at the end. So 2 double crochets per row, 1 at the top of the stitch and 1 at the end. You want to keep up with this till you get here, and I will tell you what to do when we get to the point where the cups are joined. I'm at the last stitch I would make before I get to the point where I joined. So I'll make 1 double crochet here, and then at the point where I joined, I would make 1 double crochet. Might be a bit hard, over both stitches, and then just transition to the other cup. So for this cup, we've made a double crochet on all these points and want to do the same thing on this point. So to transition, you just keep on making 1 double crochet in each available space. That's basically 2 double crochet in every row from the 7 rows of the cup. That's if you followed my cup video. I would make this till I get to the very end of the cup and come back and show you guys what I've got. After putting in your last stitch on this point, remember I said I broke off the yarn after making the chains here and did the same amount of chains here on this other edge. That's 14 chains I made here. you would now continue making double crochet on these 14 chains. If you count the number of stitches you have on one cup, it should be the same number of stitches you have on the other cup, and then 14 stitches here should be 14 stitches here. Just that one stitch that was made in between both cups should be the center stitch. You make your last 14 stitches, and I will meet you guys once I'm done making mine. Now that I'm done making this portion, this counts as row 1 for the bottom of the cup. To go to row 2, just like we did in the bra cups, you chain 3, which counts as a stitch. You turn your work and you work on the other side, and then you make 1 double crochet in the next stitch, not the first one, the second one, skipping this because the chain 3 counts as a stitch, and you make double crochet all through till the end. And basically you just keep repeating row 2, making 1 double crochet in every stitch till you get your desired length. Now, what's your desired length? Your desired length would be the length from under bust to where you want your top to stop. I normally like mine a little bit above my belly button. That's crop-ish. But if you want yours longer, if you want it to cover your denim or skirt or whatever you have on whilst wearing your bralette, go ahead and measure out from your under bust to the point where you want your top to stop, and keep making rows of double crochet. No increases, no decreases, just double crochet in every stitch, chaining 3, turning your work around, repeating double crochet in every stitch till you get to your desired length. I would keep on doing this and get back to you guys when I get to my desired length to show you guys how to move forward from there. So you keep going this way and I'll show you guys what I do after I get my desired measurement. Okay? You guys, I have come to the very last stitch on the 6th row, which happens to be the final row of double crochet I would be doing, and I would just put 1 double crochet in the 3rd chain because the chain 3 counts as a stitch. I'll chain 1 and I'll just quickly show you guys what I have here. This is what I'm working with. I made 6 rows of double crochet and it measures about 2.5 inches. This is okay for me because I want to add an edging, a scallop edging, and that would measure about an inch. So that would bring us to 3 inches. I don't want mine to be longer than 3 inches, 4 inches tops, because I want it to land somewhere above my belly button. I want it extra crop. But if that's not what you're gunning for, if you want something longer, you just proceed to make more rows before you go ahead with the next steps I would be instructing you to do, which is basically the edging, the scallop edging at the bottom, and working the sides for the strap. First of all, we would make a row of single crochet down and work the sides all the way. Then we would work the straps of the neckline before coming back to work the scallop. That will be the last thing we would do. So if you've gotten your desired length with the amount of rows of double crochet you make, you just chain one, turn your work, and then make single crochet in every stitch till you get to the very end, because we are trying to get to the side now to work the lace. So I'll make single crochet in every stitch till I get to the end. I've gotten to the end of this row, and I would make one single crochet in the very last stitch and then turn the orientation, so I'm working on the side piece now. We are going to work the sides or the strap hole, and to just work this I would chain one and make one more single crochet in the same space. This chain one ensures that we've turned to the other side, okay? And I would make a single crochet in this spot, so that's making it 2 single crochet in every row. We've made 2 here. This is 1, 2 in the second row. I could tuck this in as I go. And this is the last stitch we'll make here. So if you do 2 in every row, you're supposed to have something like this. Depends on the amount of row you get, but you want to know the number of single crochets you did here, because that will be same thing you will do when you get to this other spot, okay? After making your single crochets, you will chain 3, which we know counts as a double crochet in this project. Turn our work, and now we'll make the strap holes by 1 double crochet in the next, chain 2, skip 2, make 2 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 2, skip 2, 2 double crochet in the next 2, chain 2, skip 2, and we're left with 1 stitch, so 1 double crochet in the last stitch. And these are the strap holes. You just make this according to what you have. So if you still have more stitches going forward, you keep chaining 2, skipping 2, 2 double crochets in between, and these holes would be big enough to accommodate the back strap when we make them. So to get on with the other part of the job, you chain one now, turn. You notice we're chaining one sometimes and we're chaining three other times. We chain three when we are trying to raise ourselves to a double crochet level, and we chain one if we are just going to make a single crochet. So from chaining one, you should know my next course of action is single crochet, and I'll make one single crochet in every stitch and in every chain space. So where I chained two, I will make two single crochet, and where I make one double crochet, I'll make one single crochet. So just make the equivalent of the stitch where there's two chains, two single crochet, in one double crochet, one single crochet. If this is too fast for you, please slow it down. As a beginner, don't get it mixed up. Just keep doing it till you get it right. I've come to the last stitch, which was our chain 3, and I'll make one single crochet. And now I want to turn and walk this way, leading me to the strap point. I want to make single crochets, but to turn, remember, I will chain one, make one single crochet in that same spot, so I have a seamless corner. Okay, one single crochet here, and I'll keep making single crochets in every stitch moving forward. So you just make one single crochet in all the double crochet spaces here till you get to the cup. I'll meet you back when we get to the cup. Once you've gotten here, you just want to transition smoothly to making single crochets in every stitch leading up to the point of increase, which is our 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet. Now make one single crochet in every stitch. And if you want to make this a little bit more fancy, you could decide to do your scallop edging here as well, or you could do a picot edging, or I would just make it plain and I would do my scallops at the bottom. Because like I said, I want to keep this beginner friendly. I will do a separate tutorial on how to make picots. Okay, picots are just another type of edging technique. There are various edging techniques in crochet to just make your work stand out. I remember being a beginner and being so obsessed with edgings. Now I don't even make them as much, or do I make them and I'm just not so observant? I don't know. Now once you've gotten to the last stitch here, which is your center stitch, you would make one single crochet in the spot, and you would chain the amount of chains you want for your neck strap as well as your back strap. So you want a long amount of chain, really. You want about chains that would go around your neck and then lace this up and still be able to knot it and look fancy. So I would advise to chain a good amount so you don't come up short. I normally chain 250 to 300, depends on how generous I'm feeling. So let's go ahead and make those chains. I like to count, but if you don't like to, you could use measurements. Maybe you chain about a chain that measures up to 40 inches. That's long enough. Or I just count up to 300, and I'll meet you guys once I have that chain. So guys, I'm back with my 250 chains. It is quite long, as you can see, and maybe I should take measurements for people that want to know how long it is. I know as a beginner you might want to know how long you should make yours. 250 chains for me is about 58 inches, which is quite generous. Now we would go back on this chain with a slip stitch, which prompts me to say, while making the chain, make sure you don't make it tight, so you could go back on it with your slip stitches. And here's how you make slip stitches. So you go into the chain, the second chain from the hook obviously, and then you slip stitch by pulling through the loop, pulling through with the loop again. So you just make this back on every stitch, every chain you made, the whole length of it, and you have something like this. It just makes our strap thicker, because if it's just this one strand of chain, it would bore into your skin or your client's skin. So you want to make it thicker by going back on it with your slip stitches. And once you're done, you should be back here to the very beginning with a slip stitch, and I'll meet you guys when I'm back here. So guys, we've come to the end of our very long chain, and if you could see, it's more sturdy than the single chains we made. You just make your last slip stitch in the last chain, and then you put one single crochet in the same center stitch. So remember, we made one before we made our 250 chains, and we'll make one more before proceeding. The rest of this border or this edging is quite repetitive, and to not take our time, I will just give you guys a rundown of what to do. But if you have any questions, please ask them in the comment section. So after we made our single crochets up to this point, made our chain, slip stitch, came back, we would make single crochet down this point, single crochet here, then single crochet up this point like we did here, make our chains, slip stitch back, single crochet down, and then single crochet here like we did here, make our border, making sure that our single crochets here are the same as the ones here. We'll chain 3, turn, make 2 double crochet, oh no, sorry, we'll make 1 double crochet because that's what mirrors the bottom of this part, chain 2, 2 double crochet, chain 2, 2 double crochet, then 2 double crochet on the last bit, making sure we get the same amount of holes here, that's the spaces to insert our strap, as the same we got here. We'll make sure we get the same here, and then I would meet you guys when we're done with all of that to teach you the final thing, which is the scallop edging or design we would have at the bottom. I think I would also show you guys bits and pieces, but I would not be talking because it's just me repeating myself, and I really do not want to sound like a broken record. Like I said, if you have any questions, do ask them in the comment section and I would answer. So we're back here and I just want to put my last single crochet here, chain one, and put the first single crochet to turn here, and I would mark this so you see. So I didn't mention it, but in the previous side, that's this side which I have done, I made 13 single crochets, and whatever single crochet you made there is the same you make here. So this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Then for the row 2, chain 3, it counts as a double crochet and we'll turn our work. So we are trying to mirror exactly what we did in this first space, and if you see this first space, we ended with 1 double crochet. So because here is the start, does not mean we should make it how we would normally make it. We'll try to mirror it in such a way that, let me spread this out so you guys can see, in such a way that the holes we have here would align with the holes we have here. And if we're doing it like that, once we've chained 3, because we know chain 3 counts as a stitch, we'll turn our work and we're not supposed to put anything here. And we're also supposed to skip 2 because this is a double crochet. So because we're skipping 2, we'll chain 2. So that's chain 3 plus 2 more, that's chain 5, and then we'll skip the 2, 3 in total, this for the double crochet, this for the chain spaces, and then make a double crochet in the next 2 spaces. Chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the next 2, chain 2, skip 2, double crochet in the last 2. And if we check this, it would give us the same thing, it would mirror the same thing we had here. We had 2 double crochets at the beginning and 1 at the end. We have 2 double crochets at the beginning, 3 spaces and 1 at the end. Just the end here is a chain 3. And then to now come to the bottom to clean this off, I will chain 1, turn my work and make a single crochet in each stitch. 1 single crochet here, 1 here, and in the chain 2 space, remember we'll make 2 single crochets because 2 chains counts for 2 stitches that we skipped at the bottom. And just make the single crochets accordingly till the very end. This is 1, 2, and for this last space, 2 single crochets in the space, and the last single crochet should be at the top of the 3rd chain because this is the top of our double crochet. With this, guys, you've come to the end of your work, and if you like your bralette plain, sorry, my camera cannot accommodate the entirety of it, but if you like your bralette plain, this is just about okay. This is just about okay. However, I want to add scallop edgings to make this bralette unique, and I'll teach you guys how to do that in a bit. To make the scallop edging, I would switch my hook to my 4.0mm because I just want more fanned out, more beautiful scallops. I don't want them tightly spaced. And scallop edging is just a type of, what do I call it, shell stitch. Some call them fan stitches. They are really beautiful stitches. And this particular one I'll be doing is regular scallop. I would first of all make, after my chain, I'll make 1 single crochet here and 1 single crochet here, just so I get back to this base, this single crochet base which I have started with, and 1 single crochet here. So after my last single crochet here, now I'm on the body proper, I'm no longer on this edge. I would skip the first 2 single crochets, and in the 3rd single crochet here, I would make 7 double crochet using my 4.0mm hook. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So these are 7 double crochet. Look how pretty that looks. After doing this, I would skip 2. Make sure you don't miss this stitch because it's likely to be covered by the scallop. 1, 2, and in the 3rd, I'll make a single crochet. And this is what our scallop looks like. So pretty. So we skipped 2 at the beginning, so when it fans out, it falls on this side, and we skipped 2 after making it so it could fall perfectly on this side. Moving forward, this is the pattern. You skip 2 single crochets, and in the 3rd you make 7 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And after making 7, you skip 2 single crochets, and in the 3rd you make a single crochet. This is what it looks like. I really love how it looks. It just takes this bralette from 0 to 100. So I will keep doing this all the way around the bottom till I get here, and you guessed right, I will end with single crochets on this side. I'll see you guys back there. is the last shell that we could accommodate on our bralette. After that, you just make single crochet in what's left. That's 1 stitch and 2 on the body of this double crochet. Now you make your last stitch here, which is going to be a slip stitch. Chain 1, and we are pretty much done with our bralette. I'll just cut this, sew in the loose ends, and come back and show you guys what we're looking like. Okay guys, I'm done making my bralette, and if you followed my steps, you should have a bralette just like mine. I mean, look how neat this is. It's so beautiful. It's perfect for the summer. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you could make your own bralette out of this video. If you have any questions whatsoever, please drop them in the comment section down below. I would answer. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed, and I'll see you in my next tutorial. Bye guys.
Been a minute since we kicked it, you've been caught up.